Hi, and welcome back to How To Video, our series of tips and tricks for all things video production. We just rolled out live streaming as part of our Sprout Video platform, and since so many people need this functionality now more than ever, including a lot of businesses that have never attempted live streaming before, the next few episodes will take you through the basics of how to produce live video. If you're just a person and you're bored and you want to put yourself out there, live streaming is really easy. You hop on social media, you hold up your phone, and you go at it. But what if you're running a business? What if you need something a little more professional? This is what we'll go over. And guess what? It's really not that difficult. So here we go. In this video, we'll cover how to stream with a basic one-camera setup. And in the next episode, we'll go over multi-source live streaming. This is what the most basic live streaming setup looks like. It's you or a subject, a webcam or a phone, and a platform like Facebook or YouTube. Platforms like these are very simple to use and will recognize your webcam for your live feed. For something more sophisticated, you need a more professional streaming platform like ours at Sprout Video. You'll also need a high-quality microphone and a pro-level camera. You can run your external microphone through your camera or straight to your computer, and your camera will hook up to your computer via a video capture device. A video capture device is just a little box that takes the HDMI or SDI signal from your camera and feeds it to your computer via a USB or Thunderbolt connection. And your computer will recognize that input as a webcam signal. That's it. No settings really, no frills, just a little box the size of a deck of cards. We use the AJA U-Tap, and Blackmagic makes the Ultra Studio Mini, which is also a good one. Anyway, because your computer sees your camera input as a webcam, you can choose it from the drop-down menu of any live streaming or video conferencing platform. So far so good, right? The video capture device should do all the heavy lifting and make sure the signal from your camera is sent to your computer in a format that's friendly for streaming. That's taken care of more or less automatically. So instead, let's concentrate on your camera settings to make sure the feed you're sending the capture device is good. First, make sure your camera is sending a 1080 HD signal, not 4K, and either 30p, 60p, or 60i frame rates. Otherwise, your camera feed won't show up in your capture device. Second, make sure you have a clean signal. This means turning off any monitor display items on the camera. Some camcorders allow you to turn those off for external outputs while leaving them on for your onboard monitor. Mirrorless cameras like this one don't usually give you that option, so you can either set your HDMI output to record out instead of monitor out to get a clean signal, or you may have to turn off the menus on the camera's display. The second thing to do is to make sure your audio and video signals aren't out of sync. An easy way to do this is to run whatever audio equipment you're using into your camera first instead of selecting it as a separate source from your computer. That should take care of it. You can take a step further and use streaming software to control your feed before sending it to your streaming platform. There are several options like OBS, Stage 10, Wirecast, and others. Some are free, others paid. Professional platforms like ours at Sprout Video require an RTMP signal. That stands for Real-Time Messaging Protocol. And streaming software takes your webcam and other external video and audio signals and processes them into an RTMP feed that it sends to your streaming platform. And it's really useful because it allows you to add multiple sources to your live stream. This can be more than one camera, a separate audio input, or other inputs like graphics or screencasts. Oh, and remember what I said before about making sure your audio is synced? If you're using a separate audio source, these platforms let you manually change the timing of that source. This software is incredible, and it needs its own episode to really dig into it. But for now, I'll just give you the 1-minute rundown of the one we use, OBS, Open Broadcaster Software. See, these are scenes. They're the feeds you can switch between. I have my camera feed, my iPad screen. Now, within each scene, you can add layers and effects, color grading, audio sources, and filters, etc. I can adjust the levels, contrast, and colors a bit. And now, when I'm ready to stream, I can just queue up the scene I want on the left and click here to cut it into the live stream. I can even choose different transitions for that cut. It's so simple, it's kind of brilliant. I really like this software. Now, on the streaming end, here's how you connect to a service. For Zoom or other conference applications, you just choose your camera source as your webcam. But here's the thing, OBS software doesn't export its feed as a webcam. So if you're using that, you can't just tie it into the video conferencing platforms. I mean, you can through a series of steps and only if you're using a PC. As of right now, OS X no longer supports that. And at any rate, you're getting into some complicated territory with third-party apps and a lot of time on discussion boards. So if you're streaming to conference platforms like Zoom, maybe OBS isn't the right tool. OBS is made to stream to more public platforms. For these, you'll first go to your platform of choice and get your RTMP address and stream key. You'll plug those into your streaming software, and now that software will deliver your live feed to that platform. Now that you're up and running with all the basic options, let's stop there. And in the next episode, I'll show you some more advanced features like multi-camera setups, and we'll talk about other ways to switch between sources in a live stream. Thanks for watching.